Hi, guys. So, some of you guys actually are thinking pretty illy about somebody. I see, may your coffee be hot and your eyeliner be even, but in the reverse. Sorry if I like cocoa lips. I always like get food stuck there. But, you have like alpha energy. You are somebody that does not like when somebody disconnects from the program, basically when they're not obedient. You have a way that things should go for you, or they do. And honestly, there's like some offness there. Somebody feels very empty inside. Um, there could be somebody in this energy today who often could hang up on somebody. Um, Somebody could struggle with hangovers. See the hanger over there in the reverse, and I feel like they want to close the door on this situation, and it's really upsetting somebody to the point where now you're like, well, then I'm not buying you coffee. I'm not. I hope that your makeup is literally ugly. Like they're actually wishing negative things upon somebody. They could be speaking illy about somebody. They could even be taping somebody, recording somebody, blackmailing somebody. But things that hit the fan, and somebody is just like completely turned off their phone, even possibly even when it comes to this other person. They feel like this person could actually be like kind of frightening. And they also could feel like you're kind of boring. And they're just not into it. I feel like that's come up a lot this week. And there could be even comments being made about somebody's sexuality at this point, or their body and how it looks, like rude remarks. They could even be talking poorly, saying that another person is terrible in bed, or just like hurtful stuff. Um, they could call them things like a crackhead, just mean with their words. This other person has a lot going on in their life, even if they do struggle. And I just feel like there's a lot of hate. I'm sensing a lot of hate in my heart. Like I'm starting to feel a heaviness of sadness. This person speaks very poorly to all people, and they showed their true colors this week. Whoever it is that was mistreated, I definitely feel as though this happened for you so that you could slow down on the whole dating thing and actually be more cautious. Because for some of you guys, you actually date people who are cruel, like deeply cruel. And you got to really figure out how come that's happening, because the level of cruelty coming from this particular person actually is very, very, very low in vibration. Um, I just heard I didn't see this coming, and I feel like that's energy coming from both sides in this matter, because the amount of rage that I feel like comes from this other person, also they seem like they're that upset, like they didn't see it coming too. I do feel like overall the energy is that one person expects something from another person. Like everything that one person does, the other person could say, "Well, you owe me money back for that," or, "Well, there's like I did for you, so you need to do for me," and you're just like, the other person's like they're not willing to do anything like that. They're not here saying like, "Oh, I'm gonna fucking do anything for anything." Like I feel like there's somebody that acts really nice and could offer help, or a place to stay, or something to eat, anything at all. And there was no agreements made in the first place about payback. And I definitely sense that another person feels under pressure whenever this other person does anything or even hangs out. And it could even just totally make them not want to even ask you for anything, be around you, is actually the ultimate energy. Um, Somebody tries to like repeat their words, possibly like they might even like emphasize like, They could use a lot of hand movements. There's a lot of disrespect. There's a lot of abuse, control. This person's very controlling, very theatrical with their movements. They could glare. They have obviously a hateful tone. The words they choose are icky. Um, and then they could have even damaged your stuff for some of you guys. They literally think very poorly. You could have cried a lot actually around this person. Some of this person or so whoever this is, you could have actually like some kind of tears in some form of a tattoo on your body at anywhere. Like it could be any type of tattoo where somebody's crying. I also now hear cry now, laugh later, laugh now, cry later, whatever. So, yin yang I'm hearing now too. So, yeah, I would just say this person could have an M in their name, possibly, but I definitely feel like it's necessary to stay away from this person. Um, the person who's very angry is on a whole level, a whole bad level of anger. And the other person is actually going through a state of, if anything, depression and they need help. They needed something. And like also there is definitely a sense of somebody else pressuring that other person to pay them in a form of even physical affection. They don't want that. They need to be left alone. They want to be left alone. You could be this person, the other person, one person's like very needy and clingy when it comes to time and attention. They seek validation, they seek attention, they expect it, and they even could get physical, like physically touchy. It's creeping the other person completely out. They don't want this other person in their space, and they withdrew over it. It's creepy. It's creepy energy, and it's very angry energy. It was plotty energy. Stay away from this person. And I'm sorry that that happened to you.